Namaste, good morning, and hopefully the last session of tax at interlevel. I have yesterday made some 3-4 additions, so additional questions, and I have put it in the group as well as the drive. So directly I'm starting there. Okay, I'm there in page number 76. I have put 2-3 extra questions. Okay, Mr. Sridhar, aged 45 years, a citizen of India, serving in the Ministry of Finance in India, was transferred to Indian Embassy on 15th March 2019. His income during the financial year 1920 is given as under: rent from house situated in Australia received there, thereafter remitted to Indian Bank. Interest from post office savings account in India, salary from Government of India, allowances outside India from Government of India. Mr. Sridhar did not come to India in the financial year. Compute his gross total income for the assessment year. Okay, since Sridhar has not visited India during the financial year 1920, is a non-resident. Okay, neither the 182 nor 60 days conditions are fulfilled, so he is a non-resident. Okay, right. For a non-resident, following incomes are taxable: income received in India, income accruing or arising from India. For a non-resident, only two types of income is taxable. One is receipt test, another is source test. Okay, if the income is received in India, it is taxable in India. If the income accrues or arises from India, then also it is taxable in India. For a non-resident, only these two types of incomes are taxable. Okay, so he is a non-resident. Okay, and right. Okay, rent from house in Australia received there. Rent from house in Australia, and it is also received there. Okay, subsequent remittance is not taxable. Okay, so it is bringing into India from outside India is not the taxable event, only the earning. So here rent received is 5,25,000. 5,25,000 for those who are joining. The material is there in the group as well as in the drive. I have added some questions. Interest on post office savings bank account in India. Oh, sorry, this is not taxable. Okay. Interest from post office savings account in India. So accrues in India, so it is taxable 4,500. Salary paid by Government of India taxable because services are deemed to have been rendered in India. Okay, salary from Government of India 9,25,000. 9,25,000. Foreign allowances. Okay, any allowances paid outside India is exempt. So this is not taxable. Gross total income. You are required to determine the residential status of Mr. Dinesh, a citizen of India, for the previous year 1920. Dinesh is a member of a Singapore-bound Indian ship carrying passengers which left Kochi port in Kerala on 16th August 2019. Following all the details, date entered into date discharge certificate. In June 2019, he had gone out of India to Dubai on a private tour for a continuous 20,000 days. During the last four preceding years, he was present in India for 425 days. During the last 7 years, he was present for 830 days. Okay. 1 minute. Determination of residential status of individuals. Determination of residential status of individuals. How do we do? We see basic condition. Okay. 182 days or more in 1920 for us the relevant previous year. Okay. 60 days or more in 1920 slash plus 365 days or more in 4 years preceding 1920, which will be technically 1819, 1718, 1617, and 1516. 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19. That's 4 years. So even if one is fulfilled, he is a resident. He is a resident. Okay. Now, additional conditions. Okay. At least, that is minimum, 2 out of 10 years, preceding years, he should be a resident. He should be in India for 730 days or more in the 7 years preceding 1920. Okay, right? So these are all the conditions. Okay, also fulfills additional condition ROR. not fulfills additional condition, one or both. Okay, RNOR. Okay, so we know basic condition not fulfilling that. Now, exception to basic condition 2. Exception to basic condition 2, that is that 60 days or more. Exception to that. Okay, 1. Okay, for individuals leaving India for the purpose of employment. 2. For persons of Indian origin visiting India. 3. Okay. For persons of Indian origin visiting India. 3. Member of a ship crew. Member of a ship crew. For them also second condition is not satisfied. They leave India once they enter the ship leaving for a foreign destination and arrive back once they leave the once they are discharged from the ship. Okay, see, let us take that in this given question, Anand is boarding the ship in Kochi port. Let us take that the ship is going to Singapore, but first from Kochi it goes to Visakhapatnam or it goes to Bombay. He is said to be outside India only. As soon as he is entering the ship, the period of going outside India starts. Till he is discharged from the ship, that period should not be counted. I am repeating, Anand, okay, is supposed to be normally what we say only when you cross the Indian territorial waters, you said to be out of India. But in the case of a crew member of a ship, in the case of a crew member of a ship, as soon as he enters the ship, as soon as he enters the ship, he is deemed to have commenced his foreign journey. So he goes outside India, and at the time he is exiting out of the ship only, though the ship is still in Indian port, he is deemed to be in a foreign state. So that is the provision for non-residents. So I mean, be residential status. So in this case, he is going out of India on 16th August. He is going out of India on 16th August, returning on 21st Jan. Let me calculate that dates. Okay. Okay. Period outside India. Okay. Date of entering ship to date of leaving the ship. Okay. Let us compute 16th August. 16th August. 16th means only from 17th I will count. Date of leaving is supposed to be in India. So only from 17th I will count 15 days of August, September, October, November, December, and he is back on 20th January. So 20. Outside India I am computing. If I am computing period of stay in India, I will take from 21st. So outside India up to 20th. So 157 days. 157 days. This apart, okay, he had gone to Dubai for 27 days. Okay, in June, visit to Dubai 27 days. Total days outside India, total days outside India is 184 days. Number of days in India is 366 leap year minus 1 okay, 182 days. Number of days in India, okay, leap year. So please remember 1920 was a leap year, okay, right? So 182 days, okay. So he satisfies the first basic condition. Okay, second condition is not applicable for them. Second condition, basic condition is not applicable for them. Okay, we satisfied. During the last 4 years, that is not needed because any of that condition is not applicable. During the last 7 years, he was present for India in 830 days or more. He also satisfies the additional conditions. Hence, he is a ROR. Hence, he is a ROR, resident and ordinary resident.
Sir, date of arrival in India அந்த எடுத்துக்கணுமா sir?
ஆமாம். I'll complete question number 10 and come to 9. I'll complete question number 10 and come then to 9. Okay, I mean question number 10 will keep pending. Question number 9. Explain with these reasons. Okay, agriculture income, then I'll come to it. Question number 11 முடிச்சிட்டு வரேன். Question number 11. Compute the total income in the hands of an individual aged 55 years being a resident, ordinary resident or not ordinary resident and non-resident. Interest on UK development bonds, 50% interest received in India. So remaining 50 for ROR, global income taxable. For RNOR and NR, except business income, otherwise the same provision. So if it is received outside India, accrues outside India, received outside India, for them it is not taxable. Okay. Interest on UK development bonds. Interest on UK development bonds 10,000 for a ROR, for both of them 5,000, 5,000 for both of them. 5,000, 5,000. Income from business in Chennai. I won't read after that. Income from business in Chennai. Okay, it is 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. STCG on sale of shares of an Indian company. I don't mind where they receive. STCG on sale of shares of an Indian company. Okay, 20, 20, 20. Dividend from British company received there. Okay, dividend from British company received there. Okay, dividend from British company received there 5,000 dash dash 5,000 for a ROR. It is taxable for RNOR and NR if the income accrues outside India, received outside India, then it is not taxable. Then it is not taxable. LTCG on sale of plant at Germany, 50% received in India. Forty thousand, 20,000, 20,000. 40, 20, 20. Income earned from business. This is the only difference that R and OR will have. Income earned from business in Germany, which is controlled from Delhi. Okay, 40,000 received in India. This is fully taxable for R and OR, whereas for NR, whatever is received is only taxable. This is the difference between R and OR and NR. Repeating, business outside India, managed from India. For R and OR, taxable. For NR, normally not taxable. Since a part of it is received in India, here it is taxable. Otherwise, this is only fully taxable for ROR, RNOR. Business outside India, managed from India, 70,000, 70,000, 40,000. Profit from a business in Delhi, profit from business in Delhi, that is enough. Income from house property in London, deposited in an Indian bank at London, then brought into India. Income from HP in London, received there. Okay, Indian bank should not confuse us. It is where it is received. Bringing it into India is never a taxable event. Interest on debentures of an Indian company. Fees for technical services rendered in India. Profit from a business in Bombay. Pension for services rendered in India. Income from property situated in Pakistan received there. Only for ROR. Only for ROR. Past untaxed brought into India is never a taxable event. Only in the year of income I am going to tax it. Income from agricultural land in Nepal received there. Only for ROR it is taxable. Remember, only Indian agricultural income is exempt, otherwise it is taxable. Income from profession in Kenya, which was managed from India, received there but spent in India, that is not a problem. Income from profession in Kenya, managed from India, received there. Okay, ROR taxable, RNOR taxable, NR not taxable. That is the difference. Gift received on the occasion of wedding. Gift on occasion of wedding exempt. It's a not a taxable thing. On the occasion of wedding, not taxable. Interest on savings deposit. Okay, 80 TTA can be claimed. Okay, interest on savings deposit in India 12,000 for all the people. Income from business in Russia controlled from Russia. Only for ROR 20,000. Dividend from Indian company exempt as it has not exceeded rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, initial classes I would have taxed it because at that time you don't know the provision. Now that you know, it is exempt. Okay, Agri income from India exempt under 10 subsection 1. Okay, so this type of questions can also come. Bonus if it comes. So miss not these type of questions in exam. Before winding up the assessment of individuals, okay,
சார் அந்த
agricultural. சொல்லுடா ராஜா.
பாஸ்ட் ஃபாரின் அன்டாக்ஸ்டு இன்கம்னு ஒன்று இருக்குல்ல சார், அது
ஆமா,
மட்டும் எப்படி
that
அது
is
மட்டும் புரியல.
Raja, untaxed income, past untaxed income brought into India. Bringing into India is never a taxable event. The word untaxed will not take out the character. Bringing out to India is never. Sir, if this has gone untaxed, don't worry, there are other assessment procedures which the assessing officer will take care, reopen that year and tax it. But anyhow, it cannot be taxed in 1920.
ஓகே சார்.
Agricultural income. Okay, income should be from land or building in India used for agri purposes. That is growing seeds, tilling, all those things. Okay, income can be in the nature of rent or sale proceeds of, okay, agri produce. Okay, you can either leave the land for another person to cultivate, you will receive rent, or it will be sale proceeds of agricultural produce. Both are considered as income from land, and it should be located in India, so agriculture income. Okay, section in subsection 1 offers exemption. However, it will be taxable on aggregation basis. That is step 1, step 2, step 3. Like that we will tax it. It will be indirectly taxed on aggregation basis. It will be indirectly taxed on aggregation basis. Land and building should be in India to enjoy this particular benefit. Okay. Few business are few business in plantation are considered as partly agriculture and partly business. Partly agriculture and partly business. Some businesses are considered as partly agriculture and partly business. Okay, right? I have given for your understanding once here, okay, the list so that the material by itself will be comprehensive. Rubber 3565. Coffee, it depends upon roasted or not. Roasted means 40-60. Coffee and tea normally 40-60. Okay, but if it is just grown and cured, 25-75. Nursery, purely agricultural income. Nursery is purely agricultural income. The sapling sales, etc., are purely agricultural income. Question number 9. Explain with brief reasons whether the following income can be regarded as agricultural income as per the provisions of income tax law. Rent received for letting out agriculture land for a movie shooting. You should have let it out only for agricultural purposes. You should have let it out. Question 9. Okay. Part A. Okay. Income from land is exempt or treated as agri income if it is let out for agricultural purposes. If it is let out for agricultural purposes, in the given case, it is let out for movie shooting, hence it will be taxable and not exempt. It will not be treated as agricultural income at all. It will be like ground rent, rent of vacant land, like that I will treat it and tax it. Income from sale of seedlings in a nursery adjacent to agricultural land owned by the assessee. Part B, according to Supreme Court judgment, okay, income from nursery is not taxable. According to the Supreme Court judgment, income from nursery is not taxable, and the whole of such income shall be treated as agri income. And the whole of such income will be treated as agricultural income. Now the split up, we know, based upon the split up and aggregation of agriculture income, let's do one question. Question number 10. Jatin Chopra is actively involved in plantation sector and provides you the following particulars of his income. Compute the total income and tax due thereon. Income from growing and manufacturing tea, coffee, saplings, rubber, dividend from a company. Jatin purchased an agriculture land for 25 lakhs when the stamp value is 26 lakhs. Nature of activity, agricultural income, business income. Okay, growing and manufacturing tea. Okay, so out of this, 40% will be treated as agri income and 60%, I mean, 40% will be treated as business, 60% as agricultural income. So 22 lakhs into 60%, and here 22 lakhs into 40%. Okay. Next, grown, hued, roasted and grounded. So again, split is 60-40. Okay. Growing and manufacturing coffee. Again, the same split percentage, 14 lakhs into 60% is agriculture and 14 lakhs into 40% is business. Okay, sale of saplings, okay, nursery, wholly agriculture. So the entire income is agriculture, 3,10,000. Income from rubber, the split is 65 is to 35. So 65% is agriculture, okay, 5 lakhs into 65%. Here it is 5 lakhs into 35%. computation of total income. Okay, business or profession. Okay, as computed, the business income as computed is 16,50,000. Other sources, other sources. Okay, other sources, my dear friends. Dividend from Indian company. Dividend from Indian company 12 lakhs less. Dividend from Indian company less exempt 10 lakhs. Okay, the balance 2 lakhs becomes taxable. The balance 2 lakhs becomes taxable. Okay, then inadequate consideration. Okay, purchase price 25 lakhs, stamp value 26 lakhs, 105 percentage of purchase price, 105 percentage of purchase price. Okay, 26, 25. Since stamp value has not exceeded 105%, this provision is not applicable. So nothing is income here because it has not exceeded. Total income 18,15,000. Total income, my dear friends, 1815, 18,15,000. The most important, how I am computing tax. Computation of tax. This is important to understand. Computation of tax is important to understand, my dear friends. Okay, I request for your concentration here. Okay, income taxable under 115 BBDA, that is dividend, domestic dividend is 2 lakhs. This is taxable at 10%. Income taxable at normal rates. Income taxable at normal rates minus 2 lakh, 16 lakh 15,000. Now, step 1. Okay, step 1. Okay, income taxable at normal rates plus Agri income. Income taxable at normal rates plus agricultural income. Agricultural income 27 lakh 95,000. 27 lakh 95,000. So repeating, income taxable at normal rate 16 lakh 15,000. Okay, 16 lakh 15,000 plus 27 lakh 95,000 Agri income. Okay, so for this the tax will be, okay, okay, 11 lakh, that is 34 lakh 10,000 into 30%. 34 lakh 10,000 into 30% plus 1 lakh 12,500. Step 2, income taxable, okay, sorry, basic exemption limit plus Agri income. That is nothing but 2,50,000 plus 27,95,000. Okay, 2,50,000 plus the agri income of 27,95,000. Okay, 7,26,000 difference. Okay, 4,09,500. Okay, dividend taxable at 10%. Dividend income taxable at 10%. Okay, so this comes to okay. Okay, these are all the assessment of individual. I am very confident that deductions and assessment of individuals, if you do it once more, you will feel it more comfortable, more confident to take up the examination. Just a minute. We will start with the next arena. Okay, the last of the major arena. Okay, tax deduction at source, advance tax, and mandatory interest. TDS, tax deduction at source, advance tax, and mandatory interest provisions. And mandatory interest provision. Okay. A quick look into the section. Okay, into the provisions. Okay, see, TDS on salary, the threshold is basic exemption limit. That is, it depends upon the basic exemption limit, and the rate is average rate, number of total tax divided by number of months of employment. Total tax divided by number of months of employment will give you this. Okay, provide all deductions, all HRA, house property losses, etc. PF withdrawal, when it is taxable only when the employee has not completed 5 years of continuous service. Only when the employee has not completed 5 years of service, this is taxable. Repeating, PF withdrawal is not taxable only if the employee has not completed 5 years of service. Threshold limit 50,000 and the rate is 10%. If PAN is not provided, then 30%. If PAN is not provided, then 30%. In all other section, PAN not provided, 20%. Friends, this section alone, PAN not provided, 30%. In all other section, PAN not provided, 20%. TDS on interest, there is an amendment. There is an amendment. Limit is 40,000 for banking companies and in case of and 50,000 for senior citizens, because we all know they claim under 80 TT, whereas only for banking is this 40 and 50. Company debentures, etc., that comes to be still in 5,000 category. That comes in 5,000 category. And the point to remember is this provision is not applicable for savings deposit. This provision is not applicable for savings deposit. Winnings, threshold limit 10,000, rate 30%, and even winnings in kind is taxable. I will take the fair market value. If that fair market value is more than 10,000, I will recover the tax from the winner. I will recover the tax from the winner. I will recover the tax from the winner and pay it to the government account. TDS on contract, single payment exceeding 30,000, cumulative payment in a year exceeding 1 lakh. Single payment exceeding 30,000, cumulative payment exceeding 1 lakh. Recipient being individual or HU of 1 person for company firms. Recipient, not the payer. Recipient being, I am paying to Sai Lakshmi, 1 person. I am paying to a firm, 2%. Receiver, it is not the payer. Payer might be an individual. That is not the issue. Receiver, who is that? Okay, special point. For goods and transport operator who provides PAN and certificate, no TDS. Repeating, for goods and transport operator who provides PAN and certificate, no TDS. No TDS for personal payment under this section. I have written it for the intention of telling you an amendment. Insurance commission, commission on sale of lottery ticket, brokerage, everything threshold limit for 15,000, rate 5%. Non-resident sportsperson and entertainers, okay, 20% plus 4%, 20.8, 20.8% for them. Only for salaries and 194E, I will add HEC also. Only for salaries and 194E, I will add HEC also. Maturity process of insurance premium. The provision is different. Okay, I will come to this. This amendment, I will come to this. I'll come to the amendment. TDS on rent, Threshold limit is an amendment, 2,40,000. 10% in the case of immovable property and 2% in the case of plant, machinery and equipment. Repeating, 10% in the case of immovable property and furniture, 2% plant, machinery and equipment. Transfer of immovable property, sale of immovable property. The buyer should deduct the tax. Threshold limit 50 lakhs, 1%, and the buyer need not get any TAN and all because it's a one-time transaction. TAN is tax account number. Okay, so not needed to get. IB, I will come later. IB also, I will come later. Okay. Professional and technical services. Professional and technical services, 30,000, 10%, no TDS on personal payments. All these things I have written for some purpose. Compulsory acquisition. If it is voluntary transfer, 50 lakhs. Compulsory acquisition, 2,50,000. Voluntary transfer rate 1%. Compulsory acquisition rate 10%. Because most probable questionable area. Okay, I'm discussing it little elaborately. Section 194, various provisions, okay, is normally not applicable for individuals and HUF who does not have gross turnover exceeding rupees 1 crore or gross receipts exceeding rupees 50 lakhs. Section 194, 194A, 194C, 194I, 194J. It is not applicable for individuals and HUF who does not have gross turnover exceeding 1 crore or gross receipt exceeding 50 lakhs. It is not applicable for them. Okay, it is not applicable. They need not deduct tax at source. They need not deduct tax at source. It is also not applicable for non-business payment. Okay, this is also not applicable for non-business payment. That is, okay, payment for domestic services. Okay, that is also not applicable for. So, I am constructing an office. I am constructing an office. I am engaging a contractor and constructing an office. I need to deduct tax at source because office is a business thing and I am liable to deduct tax at source. I am constructing my residence. No tax because nowhere I am going to claim any expenditure or depreciation, so no tax. So when I am making a non-business payment for my domestic purposes, I'm constructing a house, I am filing my return paying to an auditor, I did not deduct tax at source. Whereas my office is filing, it's a business. So non-business things, tax is not liable to be deducted because 194 provisions were not covering. The law was amended to include some domestic payments also under the purview of TDS. Okay, the law was amended, some domestic payments also coming under the purview of TDS. In this, not this year, last year itself one law came. Section 194 IB. The law is already there. This is not something new. This is not an amendment. Okay. TDS on rent. Okay. TDS on rent. Okay. Individuals and HUF who are not doing business or doing business but the turnover is less than 1 crore or gross receipts are less than 50 lakhs. Okay, I hope the class is following. To whom 194 IB is applicable? 194I. Okay, there is a section TDS on rent applicable to all assessees except individuals and HUF whose turnover does not exceed 1 crore or gross receipt does not exceed 50 lakhs. One more section for them, it is not needed. For them already I have 194I. So came a new section 194IB. If I am a small businessman, my turnover less than 1 crore or my gross receipts less than 50 lakhs, or I am a salaried assessee, I only have IFOS, I am only have capital. So for these people, individuals and HUF who are not doing any business, so only domestic assessees, major are salaried people. You can understand this. Majorly I am covering salaried people and also a small population of people whose turnover not exceeding 1 crore. Okay. Threshold limit is not per annum, it is per month. Rupees 50,000 per month. Rate 5% on total rent, annual rent. And one big relief they gave is taxes liable to be deducted only in the last month of tenancy or year. Okay, you need not deduct month after month. You deduct it in the last month. That is enough at 5% and just pay using a challan so that you need not get TAN and all. Just pay using a challan. That challan will take care. Don't worry about administrative provision. Okay, so biggest it is I brought also domestic assessees into the net. I brought domestic assessees also into the net of taxation. Then came this another provision called section 194M, which is introduced from 1st September 2019, so valid for your year 1920. Valid for your year 1920. Again, the same people are covered. Individuals and HUF who are not doing any business who does not have business income, or who are doing business but whose gross turnover is not exceeding 1 crore or gross receipts not exceeding 50 lakhs. Following payments are covered. What are all they? Contract payments, professional payments, brokerage and commission. Contract payment, professional payment and brokerage and commission. These are covered. These are covered. Threshold limit 50 lakhs. Threshold limit 50 lakhs, my dear friends. Okay, threshold limit here is 50 lakhs is the highest. That is, I have given that as a threshold limit, and it is applicable from 1st September. Rate is 5%. So this is a major amendment since the May examination has not taken place, only one examination for 1920. So unless it is cycle 2, okay. So please remember this. This might be a questionable area. This might be a questionable area. Okay. Remember this. This might be a questionable area. To whom? What is the threshold limit? What is the rate? Okay.
Sir,
Other
so
friends,
for business SSCs TDS டிடெக்ட் பண்ணலனா 30% டிஸ்அலவன்ஸ் கிடைக்கும் சார். ஸோ இவங்களுக்குலாம் ஒரு பெனால்ட்டி ஒரு டிஸ்அலவன்ஸ் எதுவுமே இருக்காது.
பெனால்ட்டி இருக்கு, டிஸ்அலவன்ஸ்னு ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. பெனால்ட்டி ப்ரொவிஷன்ஸ் which you will study in final. பெனால்ட்டில they are covered under penalty.
ஓகே சார்.
Friends, the other three things out of that, two very important to understand. Section 194 DA, maturity process for life insurance premium. I'm clear, it's only for life insurance premium. Okay, we all know normally this is exempt, but premium exceeding 20% or 10% of policy value, maturity becomes taxable. Okay, we can relate it with A, C and C. Maturity becomes taxable. Now there is a very big amendment here. Okay, pre-amended provision, pre-amendment, before amendment, tax is 1% of maturity value. Before amendment, amendment took place on 1st September 2019. Okay, tax is 1% of mail. The post amendment, the tax will be on 5% on the income portion. That is difference between maturity value and premium pay. It is not on the whole maturity value. It is difference between maturity value and premium pay. So premium, okay, becomes taxable till August 31st 2019. If maturity proceeds exceed rupees 1 lakh, if maturity proceeds exceed rupees 1 lakh, that is the threshold limit. Okay, tax is 1% of, okay, tax is 1% of whole of maturity value. from 1st September 2019, tax is on difference between maturity value and premium paid. You can even take it as policy value. Tax is the difference between maturity profits and premium paid. Okay. Tax is the difference between maturity value and premium paid. Okay. No threshold and rate is 5%. Okay. Major amendment la idu 194M more questionable, 194DA. Okay. 194A, 194 note 194A, you know 40,000 and 50,000 are the threshold limit. 194I, previously it was 180, now it is 240. Okay, right. 194 IA oda amendment I will come and show you. So that leads me to the other major questionable amendment. 194N, cash withdrawal from bank or post office. Cash withdrawal from bank or post office. Cash withdrawal from bank or post office. Okay, so this is towards our Prime Minister's dream of cashless economy. So don't spend it in cash. So if you withdraw huge cash, I'm going to tax it. Okay, provision applicable from 1st September 2019. Provision applicable from 1st September 2019. If the total withdrawal from all accounts of a particular bank, not from one branch, because everything is pan-linked now, from all branches put together. I have told you in interest also, it is not per branch, it is per bank. Okay, so I have account in City Union Bank, T Nagar, Nungambakam, Bombay, Delhi, for all, because it is only one bank of a particular, different bank is different. Okay, from a particular bank, if the total withdrawal from all accounts of a particular bank exceeds rupees 1 crore, 1 crore, okay, exceeds rupees 1 crore. Okay, if my total video, okay, so threshold limit is 1 crore. Okay, rate of deduction 2% of such excess withdrawal, not on total withdrawal. So I withdrew 1 crore 20 lakhs. I withdrew 1 crore 20 lakhs. So 1 crore is not taxable. Okay, 1 crore க்கு no TDS. No TDS. Okay, on the 20 lakhs, 2% is the TDS. The bank will deduct 2% as TDS on 20 lakhs. Okay, on such excess withdrawal to 2%. Okay, right? So remember, this is only on excess withdrawal. Exemptions. Okay, government, another bank. Okay, ATM operators, white label ATM operators அப்படின்னு பேர். Okay, ATM operators, for them this cannot be a thing. Okay, RBI. Okay, and the most important point to remember is, why I am saying is, for example, yesterday, generally winnings, Ram Kumar is winning a lottery and he received a net of 90,000. He received a net of 90,000. What we do? 90,000 divided, okay, 70,000. 70,000 divided by 70 into 100, we talk 1 lakh. That 30,000 also is an income. Here it cannot be treated as income. ஏன்னா இது என்னோட இன்கம்ல இல்ல. Okay, tax deducted will not be treated as income. Tax deducted will not be treated as income.
சார் இப்போ 1 crore வித்ட்ரா பண்ணாலும் அந்த 40A3 வந்து அவங்களால பண்ண முடியாதுன்னா சார், எக்ஸ்பென்ஸா அலோவ் பண்ண முடியாது, அலோவ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்களா சார் 30%?
less than 10,000 நீ பார்த்து ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கலாம் இல்லையா
சார்? ஓகே சார்.
ஆக்சுவலா நீ பிராக்டிக்கலா பார்த்தேன்னா, கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எடுத்துக்கோங்க. ஒரு சைட்ல வந்து ஒரு 1000 லேபரர்ஸ் ஒர்க் பண்றாங்க. 1000 லேபரர்ஸ்க்கும் நீ வந்து ஒரு நாளைக்கு லெஸ் தென் 10,000 1000 rupees தான் கொடுப்ப ஒரு லேபரருக்கு. 1000 into 1000 into 360 days or 300 days னு வச்சுப்பாங்க. மூவி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எடுத்து பார்த்தேன்னா ஃபுல்லாவே கேஷ்ல தான் நடக்குது. அவங்க எல்லாம் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணணும் தான் இது.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay, now I want the class to understand what I am saying. Okay, this might be a what I would call MCQ or a small question. Okay, example 1. Total amount withdrawn before 31st August, on or before 31st August, 1 crore 30 lakhs. After August, no withdrawal. Total cash withdrawn till 31st August, 1 crore 30 lakhs. After August, no withdrawal. No TDS, as the provision is applicable only from 1st September. Okay, no TDS because you already completed the whole thing. At the time of withdrawal, there is nothing, so no TDS. Example 2. Total amount withdrawn till 31st August, 80 lakhs. August, September to March, 30 lakhs. Okay, so what happens? It has exceeded 1 crore. TDS is 2% of 10 lakhs. So I'm leading you to an understanding. Before August, everything over, no problem. if totally in a year exceeds 1 crore, even some portion is before August, some portion is after August, I will deduct tax if it exceeds threshold limit. If it exceeds threshold limit. Before August, if everything is over, after August 5,000 in the I will reduce. But nothing is there, no TDS. But here is a case where before August 80 lakhs, no problem. After August 30 lakhs, now on total has exceeded 1 crore 10 lakhs. On the 10 lakhs, 2% will be the TDS. Okay. Okay, so this is one other amendment, questionable area. 194M, 194N, ரெண்டு ஞாபகம் வச்சுங்க, questionable areas. These all. Okay. Okay, I'm in page number 82. Salary of 70,000 per month gross, but after all exemptions, so standard deduction alone has to be given, is payable to an employee. Okay, question number 1. Okay, gross salary, okay, 70,000 into 12. Okay, standard deduction 50,000. Okay, taxable salary, okay, taxable salary is, okay, 7,90,000. Tax due thereon, okay, on 7,90,000, okay, we will reduce 5 lakhs into 20% plus 12,500, 7,500. Add HEC. Salary 192 is a section where educational cess is applicable. Okay, total tax 73,320 TDS per month. Okay, TDS per month will be 73,320 divided by 12, approximately 6,110 per month. So for 192, the provision is, okay, compute the total tax, add HEC also, 192 and 194E, non-resident payment. These two only, you will add HEC also and divide it by the number of months of employment. Shyamala Corporation company paid to Sri the taxable salary of 130 per month. Assessee submits proof of 210 of investment, self-occupied property 2 lakh and medical insurance premium 30,000. Okay, so I will compute the salary first. Gross salary, okay, 1,30,000 per month. Standard deduction.
Sir?
Yes, friend?
Sir, in the question, taxable salary nani sir கொடுத்திருக்கு. So,
oh, you said, okay. Yeah, sorry, friends. I will take it as net salary. Okay. Yeah, she is right. Okay. Deduction under chapter 6A. 8C, I can only claim 1,50,000. Oh, no, sorry. Loss from self-occupied property. Loss from self-occupied property. Okay, though it is 2,05,000, maximum allowed is 2 lakhs. Okay, gross total income. Okay, gross total income is 1,360. Okay, deduction under 80C, I can only claim maximum of 1,50,000. Deduction under 80D, I can maximum claim. Okay, deduction under 80D, I can only claim 25,000. Okay, so okay, 11,85,000. Total tax. Trustworth LLP pays interest of 75,000 to a branch bank and 60,000 interest on capital. Okay, question 3. Interest under 194A. Interest under 194A. Okay, if the threshold exceeds, if the interest exceeds. Okay, however, none of the TDS provision are applicable for payment to government and banks. So, tax is not liable to be deducted for payment made to bank. Tax is also not liable for interest on capital. Because இது வந்து interest on deposits தான் this section covers. Okay, not interest on capital. Sunil Pratap deposits 18,000 per month in RD of Indian Bank Mylapore branch at 6% interest rate. Okay. Total amount deposited, recurring deposit. So 18,000 into 12. 18,000 into 12. 2,16,000. Rate of interest is 6%. Rate of interest is 6%. Okay. Indian Bank. Okay. Assuming deposit is made in the middle of the month. Okay. 2,16,000 into 6% into 6 by 12. Okay. 6,480 is the interest. 6,480 is the interest. Since interest has not exceeded threshold, tax is not liable to be deducted. If it is in the first of every month, 13 by 24. If it is in the last of every month, 11 by 24. That is interest on drawings. You should have studied this. The same principle. If it is recurring deposit, every month interest will be accumulated. That's why. Interest paid by a bank to a depositor 47,000. Okay. Interest paid by bank to a depositor 47,000. Okay. If the depositor is a senior citizen, then no liability to deduct, as the threshold is 50,000. In any other case, bank is liable to deduct 10% as interest. Because in any other case, the threshold limit is 40, so bank is liable to deduct 10%. In any other case, threshold limit 40. Sixth, Santosh wins a quiz competition 40,000 and in another card game competition 7,000, different organizers. Okay. Sixth case. Okay. Winnings. Quiz competition. Okay. 47,000. TDS 30%. Quiz competition 47,000. So there is a TDS of 40,000. So there is a TDS of 30%. Okay. Card game 7,000. Since it is a different organizer. Okay. Prize money not exceeding 10,000. That is the threshold. No TDS. Santosh wins a quiz competition. Sorry, it's a lucky man. Okay, is in a business of selling lottery ticket. He won a lottery prize of, okay, lucky man. Okay, commission from sale of lottery ticket. Okay, 15,000 threshold, 5% TDS. Winnings, even if he is a, my dear friends, even if he is a, what I would call lottery agent, winnings taxable under 115, I mean 194B, I mean TDS under 194B, threshold 10,000, rate 30%. Hence, tax liable to be deducted 1 lakh into 30%. So even if he is in the business of lottery, even if he is in the business of lottery, only commission is his business income. This is winnings taxable at 30%. Taxable at 30%. Lucky man in the above example also receives commission of 17,000. Okay, commission 70,000 exceeds threshold. Also 15,000 is the threshold. Rate of deduction 5% of 70,000. Graph limited paid to Mira Prince. இது எல்லாமே வந்து 194C. If it is printing, courier, any type of contractual payment for services rendered. 26,000 in June, 28,000 in August, 40,000 in October. In June, 26,000, no TDS, because neither the individual payment nor the cumulative payment has exceeded the threshold. Neither individually it has exceeded 30, nor cumulatively in a year it has exceeded 1 lakh. In July, in August, sorry, 28,000, no TDS. Okay, that is in August, 28,000, no TDS. In October, 40,000 TDS of Mira Prince, 2%. TDS of 2%. Okay. Cumulatively, it has not exceeded. So, only for this 40,000, you need to deduct 2%. Only for this 40,000, you need to deduct 2%. Had it exceeded cumulatively 1 lakh, I would have asked you to deduct 2% on the whole amount. But since only one payment has exceeded 30,000, that payment alone you need to. For example, if suppose this is 50,000, I would have said deduct TDS on 1,04,000 2%, not just on 50,000. But since it is only one single payment which is in violation, so only that payment. products manufactured according to specification provided by the assessee constitute job worker, tax needs to be deducted. In other words, when tax needs to be deducted by manufacturer on payment made to job worker. Okay, I can answer this question. Depends on who supplies raw material. Depends on who supplies raw material. Where raw material is supplied by manufacturer. Where raw material is supplied by who? Manufacturer. The job worker processes it, then TDS tax has to be deducted if it exceeds threshold. Okay, then 194C will become applicable because job worker just does services. Okay, raw material is supplied by manufacturer. Raw material is supplied by manufacturer. Okay, is supplied by manufacturer. Job worker just process it. Then any payment made by the manufacturer to the job worker, if it exceeds the threshold, tax has to be deducted. Where raw material is purchased by the job worker, processed and supplied, even if it is as per specification of manufacturer, still it is not taxable. Raw material is purchased by the job worker, processed and supplied. Even if it is, let it be as per the specification of manufacturer, still it is not, not taxable. Still it is not liable to TDS as it is your sales. Next year, these provisions are changing. Question number 11. One of the question for the amendment which I have, we have made. The policies of Mrs. Saraswati Manivannan and Mr. Manivannan matured in April. Mrs. Saraswati had taken the policy in Jan 2011 for a sum of 10 lakhs, on which she had paid a premium of 2,40,000. Maturity value along with bonus 11,50,000. Unfortunately, she did not provide PAN. Mr. Manivannan attained the age of 60 in December 2018 and his policy is in Jan 15 for 33 lakh and paid a premium of 50,000 annually. He receives 5,50,000 in July 19. Okay, both are before September. Both are before September. Okay, I will make an extension of the answer also and work it. Okay, please understand. First, let us focus on Mrs. Saraswati Manivannan. Okay. Policy taken on, okay, policy taken in Jan 2011. Okay. Policy taken in, my dear friends, in Jan 2011. Policy value, okay, okay, right? Policy value in this case is 10 lakhs. Maximum premium 20%. maximum premium 20%. So premium per annum can only be 2 lakhs. Actual premium 2,40,000 per annum. Since actual premium exceeds 20% of policy value, maturity proceeds are taxable. Since actual, because it is taken before 2012 and actual premium exceeds 20% of policy value, so it is taxable 2001. Okay, so it is taxable. Am I clear to you? Okay, so what is the maturity process? 11,50,000. Since maturity is before 1st September, 1%. Okay, since maturity is before 1st September, it is 1%. So TDS will be 11,50,000 into 1%.
Sir, PAN provide பண்ணலனா 20% இல்லை சார்.
Friends? PAN. Okay. So, since PAN is not provided, 20%. Yeah, you are right, friend. Okay, now all of us please understand what I am saying now. Suppose I am taking up a case. Suppose maturity is after 1st September. Okay, for example. Okay, then difference between maturity value and policy value. Premium paid is nothing but policy value. So 11,50,000 minus 10 lakhs, 1,50,000. Normally TDS 5%. Okay, normally TDS will be 5%. If PAN is not provided, then 20%. That is if the same policy matures after 1st September 2019, this is the basis of working. Okay, now for Mr. Manivannan. Okay, Mr. Manivannan. Okay, policy taken in, my dear friend, Jan 2015. Jan 2015. Policy taken in Jan 2015. Policy value, okay, Mr. Manivannan, 3 lakh. 3 lakh is the policy value. Okay, the 10% can be the premium, but he paid 50,000 as premium. Since the premium exceeds 10% of policy value, maturity becomes taxable. maturity becomes taxable. Okay, maturity before 31st August 2019, on or before 31st August. Okay, what is the maturity value? 5,50,000. 5,50,000. Rate is 1%. Rate is 1%. Okay, TDS will be 5,50,000 into 1%. Okay, maturity on or after 1st September 2019. Maturity on or after 1st September 2019. Income, that is difference between maturity value and policy value. Income, difference between maturity value and policy value. Rate is 5%. Okay, rate is 5%, my dear friends. TDS will be this is the amendment and the relevant provision for the amendment. 12th question. Okay, a member of a cooperative bank who is a senior citizen, okay, is paid interest on deposit 70,000. Okay, taxable, my dear friends. Interest under section 194A. Okay, payment to senior citizen, not taxable, not liable for TDS up to rupees 50,000. So actual payment of interest 70,000. Bank is liable to deduct, okay, at 10%. Okay, so bank will be deducting 70,000 into 10%, 7,000. David Warner, the Australian cricketer, needs to be paid 1 lakh for acting as model in MRF tires. Next question, Hindu has to pay 50,000 to Warner. Okay, both are okay. 194E, payment to non-resident sports person and entertainers. Okay, no threshold. Threshold nil. Okay, nil. Okay, participation, contribution of articles, and okay, acting as model, all are covered. 20% plus HEC. This is one other section where HEC is applicable. So I'm answering two things here and 14. So what happens here? Okay, MRF has to deduct, my dear friends, MRF has to deduct 1 lakh into 20.8%. 20.8%. 20% plus HEC of 4% on 20. Hindu will deduct 50,000 into 20.8%. Hindu will deduct 50. There is no threshold limit and all. They will be deducting. Withdrawal of 50,000 from RPF by the assessee. Assessee fails to provide PAN. 15. Okay. Section 192A, withdrawal from RPF without completing 5 years of continuous service. Okay, then only this provision applicable. Threshold limit 50,000. So in the case, okay, since the amount withdrawn does not exceed threshold, okay, no TDS even if PAN is not provided. Two minutes, sir. Just 2 minutes. Okay. So, no, so even if PAN is not provided, unless threshold exceeds, first let it come under TDS provision, then we will check PAN, then only tax TDS will arise. House property and agricultural land belonging to Manasa are sold to Anupama at a price of 60 lakhs and 51 lakh. The actual stamp duty, that is not a worry at all. Okay. Now, we are talking about section 194 IA. We are talking about section 194 IA provision applicable for purchase of immovable property other than Agri land. Okay, other than Agri land. Threshold limit 50 lakhs, rate 1%. So now talking, okay, Anupama has to deduct tax at the rate of 1% on, okay, rupees 60 lakhs, that is purchase of house property. So 60 lakhs into 1%. Anupama has to deduct 60,000. 60 lakhs into 1% for house property. Whereas she is not okay for Agri land, no TDS. Divya and Manasa co-owns a property which has been let out for a total rent of 40,000 per month, both having equal rights. Okay, this question is a focus on section 194I. This question is a focus on section 194I. Threshold limit 2,40,000, that is the amended provision, per owner. This is the beauty of this section. This is not comprehensive. This is per owner for all services. Okay. So, in the given case, Divya will receive 20,000 into 12. So, 2,40,000, no TDS because it has not exceeded the threshold limit. Okay. Similarly, Manasa will also receive 20,000 into 12, 2,40,000. Okay. No TDS. Threshold limit under 194J is 30,000, which covers professionals and technical. Is it total or here it is slightly different? Okay, section 194J. Okay, professional fees 30,000, technical fees 30,000. Okay, so threshold is separate for each service, whereas here it is for all services 240. Here the limit itself is 30,000. So for each service I will see the threshold limit.
Sir, 17 எப்படி சார் அது வந்து எந்த ப்ரொவிஷன் தெரியும்.
194I, rent paid, TDS on rent paid.
IB கூட இதே மாதிரி தானே சார் இருக்கு. இந்த 50,000
அது வந்து பிசினஸ் அசோசியேட்ஸ் கிடையாது. ஐபி
அவங்க பிசினஸா நார்மலானே கொடுக்கலையே சார்.
நான் தான் கொடுத்துறேன் அடுத்த வாட்டி. ஐ மென்ட் பிசினஸ் ஒன்லி. சாரி, ஐ ஷுட் ஹவ் given business.
ஓகே சார்.
19th question. House rent payable to landlord 22,000. Maintenance charges 4,000. Is there a liability to deduct? Take it as business. I should have given it as business. My intention is business. Okay. Is there a liability to deduct tax? Will your answer different if it is 4,000 for higher charges? No, my answer will not differ. Okay. Again, section 194I. Okay. Threshold and TDS is for all rent, for all services. So what happens? House rent 22,000. Okay. Maintenance 4,000. So what is the total is 26,000. Okay. Okay. Rate of deduction 10%. Rate of deduction 10%. Okay. Tax to be deducted. It is not per service, it is for all service put together. And you will wonder, sir, this only is exceeding 20. This is not exceeding 20. For a single owner, that's why I have written here, for per owner for all services. For a single owner, if I pay more than 20,000, the rate I have to reduce tax. Answer will not change if it is furniture. Answer will not undergo any change even if it is furniture, my dear friends.
சார் இப்போ அந்த டெக்னிக்கல் ஃபீஸ்னு கொடுத்துருக்காங்கல்ல சார்,
ஆமாம்,
அது வந்து த்ரெஷோல்ட் லிமிட்டோட அதிகமாக இருந்தாலும் அதையும் நம்ம 194Jல வந்து டாக்ஸ் பண்ணணுமா சார்?
ஆமாம். 50,000 rupees technical fees கொடுத்தேன்னா 5,000 tax deduct பண்ணும். Karthik residing in a rented premises for which he claims HRA benefit, so he is not a business assessee, salary assessee, pays a rent of 60,000 per month to the owner. Okay, provision covers 194IA. Okay, threshold limit 50,000 per month. It has exceeded. Tax at the rate of 5% is liable to be deducted only in the last month of the year of tenancy. So in this case, rent per month is 60,000, my dear friends. Okay, for the year it will be 60,000 into 12. Okay, rate is 5%. Rate is 5%, my dear friends. TDS, okay, for March 2020, only the last month you need to reduce TDS. Okay, 36,000. Last month rent to be paid to the owner. Last month rent to be paid to the owner is only 24,000. The remaining 36,000 you will pay it to the government.
சார் இது வந்து 94IB தானே சார்?
IB. Okay, the remaining 36,000 you will pay it to the government. 24,000 is to be paid to the owner. Amendment based. XYZ Limited, I want you to understand this amendment, paid 44,000 on debenture to senior citizen. Okay, will your answer be different if it is paid to other than senior citizen? Okay. Okay. The threshold of 40,000 and 50,000 for senior citizen is only for interest from banks and post office. Remember that. Where company pays interest for debentures or bond, rupees 5,000 is the threshold. That's why I brought this question. Threshold is, I highlighted in our theory also, 40 or 50 only in the case of bankings, post office, etc. But for companies and all, still it continues to be 5,000. So the company is liable to deduct 10% on the interest. Okay, on the interest, 44,000 into 10%. This will be the answer, be it senior citizen or non-senior citizen. An insurance company pays 11 lakhs to a policy holder on 5th August 2019. What is the TDS? Will your answer be different if it is paid on 5th October 2019? Okay, insurance company paying maturity value. Okay, if such maturity value is taxable, we know when it is taxable. If premium exceeds 20% or 10% depending upon 2002, then only it is taxable. If maturity is in, what is the month? Is in August. Okay, what I will deduct? 11 lakhs, huh? 11 lakhs into 1%. Because if maturity is in August, exceeds threshold 1% on total maturity value. If maturity is on or after 1st September, TDS of 5% on difference between maturity value and policy value. Sivaram books an apartment for 47,50,000. For other amenities provided, he is paying 5 lakhs. The builder is of the opinion that tax is not liable to be deducted as the cost of apartment is not exceeded 50. இதுதான் நான் உங்களை வெயிட் பண்ண சொன்னேன். the amendment படிக்கிறதுக்கு. Okay, now I am reading the amendment so that you are clear about what this amendment says, because otherwise அப்ப பட்சந்தா it would have been difficult to understand. Now you will be able to comprehend the amendment. Okay. TDS on immovable property. Tax is liable to be deducted if the consideration exceeds 50 lakhs. We all know. But what is this consideration was not defined. So people thought for immovable property, I will put something separately. In the இது மாதிரி இப்போ நம்ம படிச்சோமே 194I rent for furniture, rent for, is it total? Now it is total. Similarly here, consideration of immovable property shall include all charges in the nature of club fees, parking fees, electricity, maintenance, advance fees, and similar nature. So the consideration is now cumulative and not just only for the immovable property alone, and not just only for the immovable property alone. So in question number 3, okay, according to the amended law, consideration is in total and not for just immovable property. Okay, so what happens? Okay, property 47, amenities property is 47,50,000, amenities is another 5 lakhs. Okay, total, okay, 4750 plus 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Okay, since the total consideration exceeds 50 lakhs, Shivaram is required to deduct, okay, 1% of rupees 52,50,000. So while paying to the builder, I will reduce 52,500. Bharadwaj is an individual. He makes the following payment to a resident consultant or to a resident contractor for works contract, or to a resident by way of commission on brokerage. Amount of payment 27 lakhs in August and 26 lakhs in November. The following needs to be examined. Bharadwaj is a businessman. His books are audited, which means turnover exceeds 1 crore. Appadan audit. Okay. Every year, payment to consultant or broker or is for business purposes. Bharadwaj, if he is a business person covered under 194, when you will be covered under gross turnover exceeds 1 crore or gross receipts exceeds 50 lakhs, then only you are covered under 194. Okay, then 194C, 194I, sorry, what are all the payment? Consultant, resident contractor, commission. Okay, okay, so 194G are applicable. Correct? If he is a businessman covered under 190, it will be 194C for contractor. Okay, depending upon the contractor being individual or so, you will pay 27 lakhs into 1%. Into 1%. For broker, you will pay 26 lakhs into 5%. Okay, this is if you are a businessman covered under TDS provision. B. Bhimraj is a businessman. His books are not audited in the immediately preceding financial year as the turnover is less than 1 crore. Payment to consultant or contractor or broker is for business purposes. Total payment made. Okay, what is the total payment made? Okay, to a resident consultant, to a resident contractor for a works contract, or to a resident to by way of commissioner. Amount of payment 27 plus 26, because after September it has exceeded, means okay. 27 lakhs plus 26 lakhs, 53 lakhs. According to section 194M, threshold limit 50 lakhs. Since it exceeds threshold, okay, tax liable to be deducted 5% as he is not covered under 194C, 194J or 194G. So he is liable to deduct 5%. Payment to consultant or contract is of personal nature. Okay, then also the same provision. Even if the payment is for domestic purpose, the provision remains as above, that is 194M. Bhimraj is a non-resident. He does not have any income in India and payment is for personal purpose. Even if the provisions of 194M is applicable for all assessees, which means this is applicable for non-resident as well. Provisions of 194M is applicable for all assessees, which means even non-resident. Bhimraj is an agriculturist. His entire income under is exempt under 10(1). Okay, so I will repeat the same answer. Applicable for all assessees. Okay, which means this is applicable even if income is exempt. That is the beauty of this provision. This is agricultural payment. You are paying for your residence, etc. So these are applicable. Provisions of section 194N. Rupees 1.5 crores up to 31st August. After that, no cash withdrawal. Case A, TDS is nil as the provisions are applicable only from 1st September. Case B, 1.5 crores up to 31st August. Between September and March, withdraws another 60 lakhs. Total withdrawal for the year is, my dear friends, 1 crore 50 lakhs plus 60 lakhs. Okay, rate of TDS 2% on 1 crore 10 lakhs. I hope the class understand. More than 1 crore, whatever it is. So TDS will be, okay, 2 crore 10 lakh minus 1 crore into 2%.
Sir? Sir, for case A, why is there no TDS? Because it exceeds 1 crore, right?
On?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். Only 1 minute. ஒரு mistake பண்றேன். Doubt வந்தது 0.2% இல்ல 2%. Okay. Case C.
சார் 60 lakhs தானே சார் வித்ட்ரா பண்றாங்க. எதுக்கு சார் முன்னாடி வித்ட்ரா பண்ணதுலயும் டிடிஎஸ் எடுக்கிறோம்?
Raja, totally in a year has it exceeded 1 crore?
Yes, sir.
So on the excess of 1 crore. Everything over till with the 31st August, no problem. From 1st September, even if you withdraw 100 rupees, but that 100 rupees exceeds along with the pre-August 1 crore, then you will be liable to Raja. A company withdraws 10,000 every month for first day of every month throughout the previous year. Okay, for first 10 months, that is April to Jan, no TDS because it is 10 lakhs per month. Okay, 10 months up to 1 crore, you will not liable to deduct any tax. For Feb and March, each month TDS will be 10 lakhs into 2%. Is the provision per branch or per entity? Case D, withdrawal of all branches of a particular bank will be considered. So it is not per branch, it is per bank. Case E, exceptions are payment to government, payment to RBI, payment to other banks, and ATM payments. ATM operators, for them we are paying. ATM operators, for them if it is paid.
சார் எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட் சார். சார் இந்த டிடிஎஸ் பிடிக்கிறது எல்லாமே வந்து அந்த அட்வான்ஸ் டேக்ஸ்ல வந்து வந்துரும் தானே சார் அவங்களுக்கு? அப்போ இந்த 20,000 பிடிக்கிறதும் அவங்களுக்கு அவைலபிளா வந்துருமா?
ஆமா. Yes, it is not an income but it is a tax. You can reduce it from your advance tax.
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Yes, friend.
So case C la again in the end of the year aggregate la 1 crore exceed ஆகுதுல்ல sir?
ஆமா.
So அப்போ full amount
February 1st ல it has exceeded. So that is TDS. I expect, okay, one question, two questions from amendments and one or two general question. 194M, 194N, ரெண்டுத்தையும் நல்லா படிச்சுங்க. I definitely feel that there might be a question in that. Advanced tax. Okay, advanced tax. Okay, installments a quick பார்க்கலாம். 15th June, 15% of tax due. 15th September, 45% of tax due. 15th December, 75% of tax due. 15th March, 100% of tax due. These are all the installments: 15, 45, 75 and 100. Okay, total tax plus surcharge plus HEC is known as the total less TDS credit. நமக்கு இப்போ நம்ம ராம்குமார் கேட்டோம், இந்த 20,000 will it come to me as TDS? Yes. So TDS credit. Okay, this is known as tax due. This is known as tax due. So we are liable to pay 15, 45, 75 and 100. Okay, as advance tax. Okay.
சார் கிளாஸ்ல நீங்க ஒரு 4 பேரை ராம்குமார் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க சார்.
சீதாராம் கேட்டானா? சரி
சார், நான் கேட்கல சார், வேற யாரும்.
சரிங்க, யாரோ கேட்டேனா? அவங்க பெரிய இவன், அவன் சொல்லிட்டான். உன் பேரை ஒரு 2 வாட்டி சொல்றேன்னு வச்சுக்கோ. ஓகே, when advance tax is not payable, when advance tax is not payable, if the tax due does not exceed rupees 10,000. If the tax due does not exceed rupees 10,000. Okay, for senior citizens not having business income, அவங்களுக்கும் advance tax கிடையாது, irrespective of that 10,000. Senior citizens not having business income. Okay, assessees opting for presumptive taxation. Assessees opting for presumptive taxation is only liable to pay last installment, that is March installment alone. Okay, assessees opting for presumptive taxation is liable to pay only the last installment, otherwise they are also not liable. Sundar is liable to pay a total tax of 1,05,000. He has a tax credit of 25,000, paid 15,000 per installment as advance tax. Due date of filing return 31st July. Actual date of filing return 7th November. Compute the various interest and the fees payable by Sundar. Read through, I will work out, don't worry. less TDS 25,000. Tax due. This is a crucial point for us. Tax due 80,000. Advance tax is 15,000 into 4 installments. Per installment, he has paid 15,000 into 4 installments. Okay. Balance tax payable. Okay. Okay. Right. And interest under 234A. Okay. எல்லாத்துக்கும் working note போட போறேன். Okay. C. Fees under 234F. Okay. First, so that I can make you understand, interest under 234F. A. Delayed filing. Delayed filing. Due date 31st July. அதுக்குள்ள ஃபைல் பண்ணிருக்கணும். Actual filing takes place on 7th November. Months of delay, part thereof will also be taken. Okay, part thereof will also be taken. So, August, September, October, November, 4 months. Months of delay, 4 months. Interest per month, 1% on balance tax payable. So, interest will be, my dear friends, interest will be 20,000, that is the balance tax payable, into 1% into 4 months. Interest will be 800 rupees in the case of 234A. 800 rupees because this is the computation. In exam, you will not work out so elaborately, but here one question, if I work out elaborately, you will be able to recollect. That's why. Interest under 234B, non-payment of at least 90% of tax due as advance tax. Okay, first and the condition check pannalam. Okay, total tax due. Okay, total tax due 80,000. Total tax due 80,000. 90% of tax due. Okay, into 90%. Actual advance tax paid, okay, is 15,000 into 4, my dear friends. 15,000 into 4, 61. So, 90% is not paid. Hence, interest will be charged on whole of the balance tax payable. 90%, since if 90% is not paid, it is not difference between 72 and 60. It is not difference between 72 and 60. It is difference between 80 and 60. Okay. Interest is from April to November. So, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, 8 months. Okay, a non-payment of 90% of the advance tax is a tax due as advance tax before 31st March 2020. So that to be more clear. Okay, rate of interest 1% per month. Interest, okay, interest will be, my dear friends, 20,000 into 1% into 8 months.
Sir, why is it from April to November, sir?
Huh? Because you should have paid it before 31st March. This 90% should have been paid before 31st March. So if you don't pay, from April 1st, the interest starts. Installment, payable, paid, shortfall, interest. Okay, columns are installment, paid, payable, shortfall, interest. 15th June, 15% of tax due. Tax due நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். Okay, 80,000 into 15%. 15th September, 45% of tax due. Okay, 80,000 into 45%. 15th December, 75% of tax due. Okay, 80,000 into 75%. 15th March, 100% of tax due. Okay, the entire 80,000. Okay, paid எவ்வளோ 15,000. இங்க cumulative 15 plus 15, 30,000. இங்க 45,000. இங்க 60,000. Every installment I am paying it. So here there is no shortfall, no interest. Here shortfall is 6,000. Here shortfall is 15,000. Here shortfall is 20,000. So interest calculation ஒரு வாட்டி 6,000 into 1% into 3 months. For 3 months இது. இங்கேயும் அதே மாதிரி தான் 15,000 into 1% into 3 months. This is also for 3 months. Here it will be 20,000 into 1% into 1 month. 1 month only. Because மார்ச்சுக்கு மாத்திரம் போட்டா போதும். So first 3 installments, 3 months. Last installment alone, only 1 month. First 3 installments, 3 months. Last installment alone, only 1 month. Fees under 234F. Fees under 234F for delayed filing of return for delayed filing of return. Okay, delay beyond due date, but before 31st December, fees வந்து 5,000. Delay beyond 31st December, fees வந்து 10,000. In the case, okay, we will only take 5,000. In this case, only 5,000 will prevail because it is filed in November itself. So when I go back to our main working, 234B will be 1,600. 234C will be 830, and 234 F will be the fees of 5,000. Okay. If in the above case, Sundar is a senior citizen not having business income, how will your answer change? If Sundar is a senior citizen not having business income, then he is not liable to pay advance tax. So 234B and 234C will not arise. Whereas under Mitchell and it will be there. The other two will be there. Only 234B and 234C will not arise. So balance tax payable will be still 20,000. Okay. Balance tax payable will be that same 20,000, my dear friends. Okay. And interest under 234A, that will still prevail. Interest under 234A, that will prevail. Fees under 234F, okay, that will also prevail. So he will be.
Sir, advance tax இல்லாம தானே சார் போடணும் நம்ம? அட்வான்ஸ் டாக்ஸ் இல்லாம தானே சார் போடணும்?
ஏன் அட்வான்ஸ் டாக்ஸ் பே பண்ணிருக்கானே. He has paid advance tax. He is not liable to pay is different. He has paid.
Okay, sir.
So if he has not paid the advance tax, then 234A will calculate on that 80,000 itself, sir.
Ama. Correct, you are correct. Ninth question. Vidya has a house property income of 8,40,000. LTCG on 1st November 10,50,000. She has not paid any advance tax. Proposes to file the return in April itself. Compute the tax and interest payable. Very nice question again, because it has LTCG. Okay, now I'm computing, okay, income from house property 8,40,000. So the tax will be this minus 5 lakhs into 20% plus 12,500. Okay, tax on LTCG, tax on LTCG 10,50,000. Okay, this into 20%. Okay, total tax will be before HEC. Total tax will be 290,500. Total tax will be 290,500. And HEC, now pandra koncham understand it. Okay, I'm doing it for a particular purpose. On IHP, okay, though I can do it totally, but in the case like the interesting arco. On LTCG, same percentage, no change in the answer, only that I am not putting it on the total. There is no advance tax, so total tax due or no TDS, total tax due is 302,120. 234A varadu. 234A will not come because assessee is filing in April itself. 234F will not come. 234F will not come because assessee is filing in April itself, whereas 234B for 1 month it will come 3,02,120 into 1% for 1 month. Okay, for 1 month, that is April. For 1 month, that is April, 234B will come. Two 34C. 234C. An assessee is not expected to estimate LTCG or winnings. You cannot estimate it. In the regular classroom, we know the discussions we had. Even business income, you cannot estimate it. Even business income, you cannot estimate it. Only house property, although if the tenant doesn't vacate, you can estimate it. Salaries, anyhow, TDS will take care. So, but LTCG and winnings, it is very, impossible to estimate. So, an assessee is not expected to estimate LTCG. So, advance tax liability for such income will not arise before they are earned. So, I am not liable to pay advance tax on such income. I am not liable to pay advance tax on LTCG or winnings unless I earn it. Unless I earn it. Okay. However, once earned in the immediate next installment, the 100% of tax should be paid. after you earning, I will not say now there is nothing to estimate. After you earning, you need to immediately pay it. After you earning, you need to immediately pay it.
Sir, after earning, அதில் 100% இல்ல
100%. அதான் 100%. 100% of that should be paid. Now, please understand this. Okay. For now, I will make it more clear. Tax due on house property. How do I compute? That's why I had two things. 2,10,000, 80,500 plus 3220. Tax due on LTCG, which is earned on 1st November. Okay, is 2,10,000 plus 8,400. Okay, this is what is that 3,02,120 is all about. Now 15th June, tax due only on IHP, because my important class. Because I never know LTCG will arise. Into 45%, because I never know on September LTCG will arise. But on 15th December, into 75% plus whole of LTCG. Whole of LTCG, because there is nothing to estimate, boss. It's there. How much you have earned. Pay it. There is nothing to estimate. Copy பண்ணியா. So the two catch points here are, the beauty of here is you need not estimate is one good point, but once arranged paid fully is the catch point for the department. One benefit for the assessee, one benefit for the department.
Sir, can you please scroll down, sir? The interest column.
So why STCG is not given this option, sir?
Because STCG is taxable at normal rates.
Okay, sir.
Will department pay refund on interest on refund? Yes. Yes. Department is liable to pay interest on refund at the rate of 0.5% for every month or part thereof. Filing of returns. Filing of returns. Okay, filing of returns. Section 139. Individuals and HUF are liable to file. Individuals and HUF are liable to file, please listen, if they gross total income, that is income before claiming exemption, deduction under chapter 6A exceeds basic exemption limit. Okay, it's basic exemption limit. They are also liable to pay. They are also liable to file. Okay, if total income before claiming exemption under section 54 capital gain, okay, house property, bonds, agriculture land, sell any asset by house property before claiming exemption. If total income before claiming exemption under section 54 or exemption under 10AA exceeds basic exemption limit. So individual HUF, suppose I have 3 lakhs as income, 1 lakh as ATC, I am liable to file. I am not saying you are liable to pay tax. tax தான் file பண்ணமா? No. If your gross total income before claiming chapter 6A exceeds basic exemption limit 250, 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs as the case may be, file your return. Even you are liable to file if it exceeds basic exemption limit before claiming exemption under section 54 of capital gains, all 54s, or exemption under 10AA. One minute. She took away my iPad. One minute, friends. Okay. So there is an amendment to the current year, okay, which is a questionable area. The following assessees shall mandatorily file return. Okay, the following shall mandatorily file a return where assessee has deposited in a bank account, in bank account, all accounts put together, not one batch, all accounts put together, rupees 1 crore or more. You have to, even if you don't have income, file your return. Okay, file your return. Where assessee has incurred foreign travel expenses for himself or any person in excess of rupees 2 lakhs. If there is a foreign travel expenses, file return. Where the electricity bills paid by the assessee during the year exceeds rupees 1 lakh. Okay. In these three cases, I am not going to see this condition at all. Let even your income be just 1 lakh. But you have made a foreign travel and spent 3 lakhs. File your return. How come a person earning 1 lakh is able to go for a foreign travel of 3 lakhs? I want to check. I'm not saying you pay taxes. You file your return. Remember this. The probability of question is more because it is an amendment. The probability of question is more. Please remember this. Assessee having assets outside India or signatory to a bank account outside India is liable to file return. Okay, because this is not an amendment. These three are only amendments. Okay, this is what you have to be very, very careful of. Possibility of question is more. Okay, possibility of question is more, but this is not an amendment. This is also a provision. Companies and firms has to mandatorily file. Companies and firms has to mandatorily, irrespective of their income, they have to file. Irrespective of their income. Actually, I can put irrespective of operations, they have to file returns. Okay. Trust, associations, institutions, political parties, mandatory filing if they have income before claiming exemption. If they have income before claiming exemption. When return has to be filed. When return has to be filed. When is the time you have to file your return? Okay. Where audit is mandatory under income tax law or any other law, company law, trust law, everything. 30th September, where in the case of partner of a firm which is liable to be audited. Okay, in the case of partner of the firm which is liable to be audited, 30th September. Other cases, 31st July. So presumptive taxation, 31st July. But you are saying that my income is less than 8%. Maintain books and audit. Once audit is mandatory, 30th September. Repeating, if you are saying 8%, more than 8%, 31st July. If you are saying less than 8%, then you have to maintain books and get them audited. So it becomes 30th September. Section 139, subsection 3, return of loss. We call it as loss return, where loss arises under business or profession, capital gains, okay, owning and maintenance of racehorse. Okay, return needs to be filed within due date. Okay, for availing the benefit of carry forward and set off. Okay, so this has to be in your notebook. You can put a line and draw this. Okay, here you have to link it. Okay, only if you file within this dates you can get the benefit of carry forward and set off. Okay, where it is not filed within due date, benefit is lost. Set off can be made. Only carry forward benefit is lost. Okay, where it is not filed within due date, carry forward benefit is lost. But still set off benefit is available. However, this is not applicable for loss from house property and unabsorbed depreciation. Those things can be carried forward even if return is filed after due date. Even if so, only for three types of salaries, no question of loss: business, capital gains, owning and maintenance of resource. This provision. Section 139, subsection 4, belated return. Section 139, subsection 4, belated return. Return filed after due date. Return filed after the dates. Belated return. Okay. So up to what time you can file? Okay. Maximum 1 year from the end of the financial year. Okay, so if it is financial year 1920, you have to file it before March 31st. You have to file it before March 31st. So end of assessment year na pulminda innum clear. You have to file before end of assessment year. In case of belated return, what are all the consequences? Okay, in case of belated return, what happens? You will pay 234A, you will pay 234F, you cannot carry forward loss. Actually, though it is not in your syllabus, cannot claim 35AD, 80I, NAA 11 law. Okay, so now lawmakers are ensuring you file the return within due date. Otherwise, I will not give you benefits. Revise the return. Okay, where there are errors and omissions in return file. Okay, be it normal or belated. In the return there are errors or omission. The same can be rectified by filing revised return. The same can be rectified by filing revised return. Revised return needs to be filed within 1 year from end of financial year, or in other words, end of AY. Okay, where you file your return error is human. So you made some mistake. Give an opportunity to correct. So you can correct by filing a revised return. Effective return. Okay. This will be pointed out by the department. Department will say that there is a defective. Department na sonna assessing officer, income tax officer. He is known as assessing officer. Okay, where AO points out the defect, it needs to be rectified within 15 days. Where it is not rectified, then it is deemed no return is filed. They will grant you extension. But generally within 15 days, you rectify the mistake. Otherwise, I will take it as if you have not filed your return. No problem. Last, Aadhaar versus PAN. Aadhaar versus PAN. According to the amended law, wherever PAN has to be quoted, Aadhaar can also be quoted. Reverse not possible. Aadhaar quote பண்ணும்போது, in that place you cannot quote PAN. Wherever PAN needs to be quoted, Aadhaar can be quoted. Where assessee is not having PAN but quotes Aadhaar, then AO will allot PAN to assessee. This is the beauty. To bring him into the tax net, you are going to a jewelry shop, buying jewelry more than 2 lakhs, you are supposed to quote PAN. You don't have a PAN, you quote Aadhaar, fine, quote the Aadhaar, I will give you PAN. Immediately the assessee will say, assessing officer will say, you don't have a PAN, fine, this is your PAN. So wherever assessee is not having a PAN but quotes Aadhaar. If he having a PAN and quotes Aadhaar, fine, they are okay. But if he is not having a PAN but quotes Aadhaar, what will AO do is he will allot you PAN. He will allot you PAN. Okay. Generally, I am giving you this. You need not remember. General list. Okay. Stock market transaction. Deposit above 50,000. Okay. Purchase above 2 lakhs. Okay. Right. Okay, 1 minute. Transaction in mutual funds. Okay, transaction in mutual funds. Okay. Okay, foreign travel. Yeah, foreign travel, in all these things, you will quote the PAN. You have to quote the PAN. So that's why I said PAN is mandatorily to be quoted. But where PAN is not quoted, today, according to the amended law, the finance minister has said, if PAN is not quoted, you can quote Aadhaar. But where you quote Aadhaar, just because you don't have a PAN, what will happen is the assessing officer will allot. To a larger extent, we have covered almost everything in the revision sessions. To a larger extent, we have covered everything. So what you need to do is, so revision lectures is approximately 18 hours or so, 15 to 18 hours, I think so. But when you start working yourself, it will take 10 to 12 hours. So if you the previous exam you complete, after completing the costing exam, when you are back home, okay, I definitely agree. Amongst the two, IDT will be the most scoring paper, simple law. So it's a scoring paper. So, but for completing the whole of tax, you need just 12 hours. 12 hours or 10 hours. Okay, even then. So that day, on the day of costing exam, after 5 o'clock, if you return back by 6, 7, that day, and the next 2 days, if you can give me a small time, we will be able to complete the whole of income tax once as a fast browse through. Wherever you are not confident, go back to the classroom notes. Okay, wherever you are confident, go to the revision notes. Okay, and complete it. I want to give you some guidelines with regard to examination. See, this is not an examination of accountancy or theory exam or even costing. Why I am saying this is, in all other things, you will know to a little extent, not great extent, to a little extent what you are finding. Because if your balance sheet tallies, you are happy. You feel that it is right. Maybe a double entry error, but your balance, that is a proof of cross verification. Where if you are in costing, if you are arriving at a particular level, that it is a proof that you are working might be correct. In law, in theory paper, you know the answer, so it is a proof. In income tax paper alone, you will never know your answer. You cannot, you should not know also. Leave that to the examiner. That's why they are paid and they are kept. Okay. So you will always have a feeling that I have not done well. This I have seen from rank 1 students also, to many students who have scored exemptions also. They will never know whether their tax, they will always feel they have not performed well because of the simple reason they are unable to understand the answer. They are unable to know the answer. So what happens is, they will never know whether their answer is correct or not. That is the same thing that is going to happen to you also. You will never know your answer is correct or not. So that is not your responsibility, I believe. To a larger extent, it is the responsibility of the examiner. Your responsibility stops with answering the solutions or taking up the examination and doing it. Please don't try to value or evaluate your marks. You will not be able to, especially in tax law. I am very certain you will not be able to evaluate your marks. Those who thought they will score moderate has scored very well, vice versa also. My simple thing is, just go ahead and write. I'm very sure you will remember all the provisions. We have extensively discussed both in the classroom and This 6 sessions has been terrific to me. Okay, and there we have recollected almost all the provisions, so you need not worry about it. You have to just go ahead and attempt the answer and be sure that your answer is right. Don't even verify, because if yours is wrong, your friend's is also wrong. If yours is right, your friend's is also right. So don't even attempt to try to understand your answer. Be sure that you are right. And the valuation, I know how it happens. I'm not going to talk about valuation. I'm just going to tell you that you need to go and write the examination, and there ends your duty. There ends your duty. So this is the first thing which I want to tell you. Please don't worry about income tax. Be sure, even if I teach you once again the whole of the law also, on the date of examination or immediately after examination, you are going to feel jittery only, because that is a normal thing. But otherwise, don't feel panicked. Feel confident. I don't think anything else is there. We have been able to summarize to a larger extent, okay, the whole of the law. So be confident. I never lose confidence. Lack of the fear due to lack of preparation is different from lack of confidence in my preparation. The second is only high. Actually, it is not so. You have prepared as much as the rank 1 student has prepared. He had the confidence, you are not having the confidence. The difference between those who are clearing and those who are not clearing are not very high in CA. The knowledge level are different, the preparation level are different, confidence level. So one thing I want to tell you is, please be highly confident that you can do it and you will be able to do it. Okay, income tax will not challenge you, and none of the papers are going to challenge you. Just go ahead. Ground rules include, don't discuss the paper. Nobody is here, what I would say, somebody is able to analyze and say that I know how the paper is, means they are completely wrong. Nobody is able to give you the correct picture about the paper. Okay, only the examiner who is correcting can do that. Leave that too. Don't discuss paper. Don't even discuss provisions. Okay, others preparation is for them. Don't even discuss your preparation strategy, etc. Everyone, it changes people to people. Never lose confidence. The day you lose small amount of confidence, you have to just call me, ping me, and I'm there to just try to boost it up and bring it back to you. Never lose confidence. Never keep looking into what this examination happens, etc. Okay, we pray that it happens now. Whenever it is happening, we are clearing with good scores. That is for sure. Never be looking at it, then the waste of time of this. ரொம்ப pressure எடுத்துக்காதீங்க. CA doesn't require to horns. Please don't take too much pressure. Casual approach பண்ணுங்க. That is only the success formula. If you take too much pressure, if you panic, if you breathe, இதெல்லாம் வேணவே வேணாம். ரொம்ப casual. ரொம்ப normala, you prepare well. No doubt you have to do the hard work, but I'm saying, in the name of doing hard work, don't strain too much. I know that my advice is completely different from the whole of the other faculties, not only in our institute, whoever is meeting you. Prepare 10 hours, 12 hours, because I have to be honest to you, me and you. I'm not saying don't prepare optimum, prepare well, prepare, but don't take pressure, don't take strain and prepare. Normal preparation is only going to be successful. Just enjoy and prepare whatever you do. 5 questions put up, you will be 50 questions put up, it is the same. If I understand in 5 questions, it is the same. So concentrate. Do a smart preparation, do a very nice unique preparation, stylish preparation. That is more than enough. Don't take strain, don't take pressure. Not even necessary. Okay, don't put yourself in a very difficult situation. Okay, that don't live for society. Okay, society will talk something. You have to be for your parents and you know what is the effort you are putting in. That is more than enough. Okay, and don't prepare for others or don't prepare for the social causes, etc. Jolly-ஆ ஜாக்கிரதையா prepare பண்ணுங்க. Enjoy and prepare, smartly prepare whichever subject it is. Okay, you can do it. Okay, I am not just your person who come to the classroom and share your knowledge. Anybody who is passing through our institute or anybody who is passing through my classroom, I consider them as my son or daughter, and I can only give you, apart from a faculty, a fatherly guidance only, and not just force you to do this, that, etc. Okay, never compromise your other things. For example, our friend Ramkumar is there. You have seen him play the instrument. என்னைக்காவது என்கிட்ட வந்து ராம்குமார் சார் என்னோட சிஏனால என்னுடைய வீணா அஃபெக்ட் ஆகுதுன்னா நான் சிஏ விட்டுருவேன். Not that I am against it, but these are gift of God. How many of us will have them? So I'm not going to tell that. I'm just telling you, அதெல்லாம் காம்ப்ரமைஸே பண்ண வேணாம். We saw Sai Lakshmi is there, who is a singer. We know Samyukta is a singer. Majority of you அதெல்லாம் பர்சியூ பண்ணிட்டே தான் சிஏ பண்ணணும். சிஏக்காக அதெல்லாம் ட்ராப் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா 1 month, this month I am not doing because I am focusing on CA. That is different. But CA பண்ணணுன்றதுனால யாராவது விட்டாங்கன்னா, I know the first thing I tell our students, if you are a talented artist, I know how to make you as a CA, but I can never make you as a talented artist. Okay, அதெல்லாம் gift of God. Okay, so please passionate எதா பண்றீங்கன்னா, whatever you are doing it as passionate, not music, not dance, not anything you pursue passionately, please pursue that. Along with that, you can do CA. Never compromise anything. Okay, you can very easy. Even now, and even in final, I will tell you the same. இதுக்கு கும்பலாம் வேண்டாம். ஒரு casual, smart preparation takes you through. Okay, and that is what I have tried to provide you during the revision sessions, just to give you that extra confidence, extra mileage, and recollect the provision matra solda we have worked out. When I look into the Excel sheet, I'm surprised. Some 1200 lines of data is there, which we can take it and use it also. So ரொம்ப கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா இருங்க. You are going to perform well. Okay, we will be able to score even exemption in this paper, but now I will be very confident you will never know the answer. வெளியில வந்து ஆன்சர் தப்பு, I didn't do well, you cannot predict your paper, be it this paper or any paper. Leave it to the examiners. They know how to mark it. Okay, after exam also, don't discuss about the paper. Come back, prepare for the next paper. After completing the exams, come back, we'll have together a lot of cup of coffees, okay, which will be very nice. Okay, for the friends of me, I know it was a very long travel, and I cannot say how much I will be missing you all, and I will definitely wait for final. For the friends of November, the whole batch I have taken without knowing your if tomorrow நானு நீங்களும் எழுத்தாப்புல பார்த்துட்டா probably நிறைய வீடியோல பார்த்திருக்கிறதுனால you might know me, but lesser I might recognize you, etc. But the emotion has never changed. Only the personal meet has not happened, but the emotion in me remains strong with you all. You have a big meaning in my life. I don't know how to say that, but I want to tell you that every one of you have a great emotion to my life. And my friends of Kerala, my dear friends like Naji, Siana, okay, Rania, Munir, or anybody from Kerala, you don't know that it is a very emotional travel with you all also, and I enjoyed completely this travel. Okay, as much as you will wait for the final classes, I will also wait for the final classes to start sharing my knowledge again. In this course of preparation, any day you can ping me. in this course of post preparation, post examination, any day we can meet, any day you can ping me. Okay, 365 days I am with you only, and your whole life travel I will definitely be a part of your life travel itself. Somewhere we will be keeping on meeting, and somewhere we will be keeping on interacting. I enjoyed as much as you enjoyed the taxation. I know you enjoyed. I don't need somebody else to vouch me. I know you all. Okay, as I told you, that is the emotional connect we have. I enjoyed, okay, sharing my little knowledge as much as you enjoyed our classroom. Okay, but the travel, this classroom is there. We got introduced. Travel is going to be long, strong, deep, and very affectionate travel. Okay, so be sure about that also. Never worry. Okay, to make you as a CA, it's a very easy thing. I will definitely do. Okay, rest you do. And please be open. Don't even close. Just prepare. These revision classes will be taking you to the needed scores, much ahead of the needed scores, in a very easy manner. Okay, I was asking DJ, can he come and speak, but DJ is held up. So it is on behalf of DJ, it is on behalf of Charanya, it is on behalf of Deepika, it is on behalf of Jayashree Madam, on behalf of Chandan Patni sir. I am saying that we are all with you, we are all praying. Okay, actually I want to take you all to a temple. Okay, I'm going to the temple tomorrow just to pray for you people and ensure that you score the needed marks. And very soon we should meet in person. The pandemic should end, and 2021 should be a better year for all of us in terms of our association, in terms of academics, and in terms of your life progress in an overall manner. Okay, thank you very much. The data will be available in the drive. All the videos will be there in the drive. The support, I want you to take up May and November RTP and start answering. May and November RTP, which is also there in the drive, I have put it purposefully so that you start answering those things. Wherever you are stuck, Vijay has already messaged me one question, I will answer her. Okay, wherever you are stuck, you definitely ping me. I will answer those questions. Okay, just enjoy, relax, and have an excellent time. Thank you very much. All the very best, my dear friends. Meet you in final.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.